I am Chef José Andrés, and this is my last meal.
Every person has exactly two things in common. We all gotta eat and we're all gonna die. Today's guest is a world-renowned chef, restaurateur, author, and television host. He was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for his work founding World Central Kitchen, where they fed more than 500 million meals to people affected by natural disasters and war. His newest book, Spain My Way, is out now, and he once answered the question, do fish eat canelones? José Andrés, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Super happy to be here.
You maybe are the only chef who's ever fed canelones to fish. You're 18 years old. You'd just taken over the kitchen at Lantui in Roses.
Wow.
And you had a big catering order for canelones.
Yeah.
And you were rushing, and you dropped them into the live seafood tank? If I were you, I would have quit cooking right there. I guess that's what separates you and I, though.
It was very big. I mean, it's this was a very long, big tray. I had to put it in the salamander kind of twice.
Yeah, spin it around.
To spin it around. And, okay, everything is perfect. Obviously, the pan is kind of hot. I have, two kitchen racks, but it's long.
Yeah.
In the restaurant, they had these kind of revolving doors, the two side doors that open right and left. And, and the waiters use the right side to go in, the left side to go out. And so the restaurant kitchen traffic flows quickly. I'm going through, but I kind of try to move both because very narrow, use one. I get the waiter, dude, you need help? No, I can handle it. Yeah, I could handle it until my foot that was holding kind of the door, the tray that was very long behind me, I had to rush, I knew it. I had to do 2 steps to make sure that the door that follows behind, you don't want to be caught in this moment. A waiter passes in front of me. I have to stop because if not, I hit him. What happened? The door is doing what the door does, physics, our physics, is coming from behind. It hits in the back of the tray. It's kind of hot. I kind of lose control. The big aquarium with the lubinas, the striped bass, the lobsters, in contact with the water, the tray does this kind of submarine going down. The water began getting cloudy. The fish began jumping in the air. The cannelloni coming out of the mouth of this striped bass. And everybody looking at me in the dining room, and I'm like, oh my God. But it was a lesson learned. Sometimes if somebody offers you help, be humble and say yes, because probably it'll be easier. Because with help, maybe sometimes you will achieve more things. But my God, that story looked like an Almodovar movie very much.
Yeah. Chef, thank you so much for joining me, man. I'm so pleased.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Have you thought about your last meal before?
Yeah, they ask you the question sometimes. But this one was very deep because you gave time to think about it, and you didn't want a dish, you wanted a banquet.
Yeah.
Because if that's your last meal, everybody should get entire banquet.
I agree entirely. Did anything surprise you? Were there any memories that got brought up that you didn't expect?
Well, in a way, I don't know if you want to recreate the flavors of the past that are close to you.
Yeah.
Or actually you want to eat something you never ate before. For some reason, I went with things of the past versus the few things maybe I never eaten before. But the issue, if I've not eaten them before, is because I don't know about them, because probably I will already travel.
Like a pizza Lunchables.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But I chose things that, I would say, I would like to try this one last time.
Yeah. How often do you think about death and mortality in general?
Well, I guess that as you get older more and more, right? When you're young, you think that you have the entire world around ahead of you. And you realize as you get older that, in my case, you began realizing when you began losing family members. But I remember probably the first person, my grandmother. In a way, for me, was a good thing in the sense of the celebration that happened, celebrating my grandma.
Yeah.
And all the good things of her life, and my cousins getting together, and everybody remembering all the good moments we had.
Yeah.
which is, I think, better than just feeling terribly bad because the person passed away, but it's kind of feeling good because of the legacy the person is leaving.
Celebrating life
behind,
versus mourning death.
Which I think is the way I try to cope with this. As things keep moving, you realize that you lose people that you're more aware that they are close to you or important to you. Even people you don't know, that you say, man, that person in the distance was important. No?
Yeah.
Bourdain Drug Kitchen, we've been in many emergencies we lost.
Yeah.
17 members. Some of them people I work with, like Somi. A person I adore, a person I respect, a person that was so important. And that's something like for me was very hard because obviously in more ways than one, I said I feel the responsibility on my shoulders because I created the organization and
sure.
And we go to places that are complicated, from hurricanes, and obviously we began going to places like Ukraine or Gaza, and they're there used to try to bring some hope and to people that sometimes have none.
It seems maybe overly simplistic, but I think the only thing you get at the end of your life to take the measure of your life is maybe, have you created more good in the world than bad? Have you created more calm than mayhem? You're certainly somebody who is heavily tipped on the scales of creating more calm and more good than mayhem. And I'm excited to celebrate that. Chef Andres, for the first course of your final meal, we have a selection of tapas from Spain. We have the tortilla de española, we have the Spanish tuna with the pa amb tomacat or pan con tomate. We have the nocilla with the foie gras pate, then croquetas, and then this you did not request. However, this has been a big part of my life, is the porron with a little bit of chacolina that my brother, this is his personal porron that he and I have put to use many, many times. There's even a little chip in it. You can see how well worn it is. I promise no glass.
Yeah, but you got wrong because this is one of the biggest holes I've seen in a porron in the history. That means that the amount of liquid that goes through your throat every second this is in the air is exponential.
Well, which one
This is a clear and present danger against humanity.
And I think we should put it to use right now.
You know, it's one of my favorite things. This is Catalan. It's called a porró. In Catalan, porrón. Usually you can put cava, the sparkling Catalan wine. You can put beer with lemon. And this is the way you do it.
It is such a big porron hole. Bravo, chef, bravo.
I just had the entire glass. Okay, I want to see you do it now.
Okay. You gonna start?
Wow. But this is a great party celebration, family celebration. You keep it cold, you keep passing, you keep refilling. Only one. You don't need glasses. You keep passing the porron.
That's great. Have they thought about calling it a wine bong?
That's a good one. The first thing I'm going to say, before even the look, because I was smelling before I could see the food, the smell of everything I'm smelling in this place just was an amazing, familiar, good feeling smell. So you are doing something right because the smells themselves are great smells. We all have memories of childhood, of smells. I have childhood smells. The red peppers being baked in the oven in my house. My mom making tortilla or making croquetas, the smell of bechamel. But the smells to me is something like also, because I love food, it's been something like I remember great moments with the smells of those great moments.
Do you remember a moment with your uncle in the city of Rivas where he was toasting breadcrumbs and bacon fat?
Man, I've never seen anybody that has dipped so much into my life. This was a fascinating moment because the typical small town, farmhouse, Aragon, rural Spain. But I remember going into the house and just was the smell of coldness and humidity that sometimes have a very negative context because humidity is not associated, but this was a good, fresh, clean smell of a house with not a lot of furniture, and whatever furniture probably was wood made out of trees near the nearby forest, and had this mountain of migas, of breadcrumbs, that came out from what I guess used to be a very big loaf of bread that by him cutting them, it became smaller.
Yeah.
And this very big cast iron cauldron, big pot, hanging above the very big chimney with a fire underneath, with very big slab of bacon and some garlic from the harvest of some of the farmers in the town. And the bread was slowly kind of cooking and getting a very nice toasted like color, almost like this bread. And at the end, you will get 2 fried eggs done in the same
Was it
fire.
almost like that? We tried our best to recreate it. We never made this before.
No easy. Close enough. The issue was that the eggs will be, the crumbs will be cut in a slightly more bigger pieces.
Okay. So it's like crispy.
Slightly, not too much bigger, but bigger.
Yeah.
But listen, that's will be many more breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
And
The eggs are like buried underneath.
and barely some egg.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
proportion will be 8 parts bread, 2 parts egg. But again, the smells, the look, this is very impressive.
Thank you. I mean, please dig in wherever you'd like.
So we're gonna start. Yeah, let's open the. So this is something like my family will do in different ways. I think I'm gonna do that. Sure.
Can I pour you a glass of Chocolina?
No, I want one of each. So this is one of the best brands. I have my own brand, just for the record too. Now I'm here, I'm gonna sell it. But this one is a very good one. This is Bonito. This is top quality. Very clean, slightly acidic. So good. What I love is that, look, it's only sea salt, olive oil, and the different parts of the tuna. Sometimes we use the belly, it's fattier. Sometimes it's the loins. But this is a big culture of canning these things in Spain. Canning fish is a big one.
Yeah.
This is great with an omelette. So my father will make a sandwich like this, but an omelette with this, of the egg with this, and then we'll send this to school. And that was the best sandwich in the history. But this is something very Catalan. Take a look. You do this, and this is the best tostada that you can have. In summers, we will have this. We can have it with fish, we can have it with ham, you can have it with anchovies. But this one is something I always remember being great.
I don't know there's a better food in the world than bread and tomato.
Has so many forms, right?
Also,
What a mess.
we used your recipe for pan de cristal, which I think is one of the world's true great breads, maybe the best bread in the world. The first time I had pan de cristal was at Mercado Little Spain, which I had no idea that you had opened. I was just walking around sweaty in New York, and I needed something to bring me back to life, and we wandered in there. And I bought 2 half liters of gazpacho in a bottle, and I was drinking them. And somebody said, "Why are you drinking it like that?" And I said, "This is Spanish Gatorade."
It's great. You serve yourself a glass and you let me without a glass.
I was trying.
I love.
I was trying to land this.
Good luck. This is my last meal, and I'm going thirsty to the next life. If I was an Egyptian pharaoh, this guy will come with me to the tomb underneath the pyramid. Period.
Listen.
Oh my God.
What am I gonna do? Pour you a glass? Hell no. Hey, cheers. Thanks for
I'm
being
watching his glass is full. I'm watching my glass is empty. I'm like, what's going on here?
We were afraid that you would steal our croqueta batter from our fridge in the middle of the night, and so we bought you your own special bowl of bechamel, cold out of the fridge, just in case you wanted to swipe your fingers through it.
So my mom will make a tray like this, but bigger, metal, and she'll put it in the tray, and then we'll come.
May I finger your bechamel? Because I know your brothers used to do it too. It wasn't just you.
Bechamel is good. Needs more salt. If I can give you some.
Please.
But then we will do this, right? We'll get the fingers and we'll push. Because we wanted to cover. But then my other brother would come and will do the same. And he will push. And at the end, everybody push, and besides was not much bechamel left. My God, this coming out of the pan hot, I remember we will get whatever was in the bottom. Even my mom will be very good using everything, so it was not much. But we will fight for this wooden spoon.
Oh my God.
But then this, I will say sometimes was even better. Because when was in the fridge, the top is what cools first.
Yeah.
But the bottom is still will be like lukewarm.
Yeah.
And for me, it was a great experience having this kind of hot, cold bechamel going into my mouth. It was like
it's a very sensory,
fascinating,
unique.
super sensory.
The way that you talk about food and the way that you write about it in your new book, Spain My Way, it's so obvious that you have a deep love for food, which sounds cliche and it sounds like all chefs should have. However, I know some chefs, especially who have been in the industry for a long time, that seem to almost hate food. They love what food has done for them, and they love the prestige, they love the skill, they love the power, but they don't have a love for food anymore, and it seems like that candle has never extinguished for you.
I have obviously a love for food that sometimes maybe goes to a extreme. Like my family, sometimes I know they will rather prefer go to a restaurant. You have a beer, whatever is on the menu, sardines or paella, and you have to do nothing but to have a good time. But me, I go to the market. It's something I like to do. It's true that sometimes this puts extra stress on me and everybody because even if I have help, you have to work, especially when you're 20. And then when the food is ready, you want everybody to come. I put the stress on everybody. It's time to eat.
Yeah.
The rice is ready. The rice is going to overcook. The truth is that I love to be home. Everybody tells me, what is your favorite restaurant? I'm like, I don't want to sound pretentious, but it's whatever is in the kitchen I am in the moment.
Yeah.
Because I like to cook, and I like to cook for anybody more than anybody is for my daughters, my wife, my friends, my family. And so I miss great opportunities of going to restaurants of friends.
Yeah.
But I love to cook. Because I like to eat, and I like to eat well.
Do you think it's actually the eating? Because I always assumed that my love of cooking came from my love of eating, but I realized there's so many times where, thank you so much, where I will cook and I'll taste the food, and the last thing I want to do is eat it. I want to watch people enjoy it, right? I am cooking simply for the act of service and for the fact that I love the act of cooking. It's something it fills me with self-esteem, it fills me with hope, it engages all of my senses.
I mean,
we tried our best.
This is a great omelette.
Shit, I ate
in
all
this
my bread.
circumstance. This is the moment of these messy imperfections. The bread is already soggy because the tomato already made it soggy. But what is better? The perfect toasted bread with the tomato right in the moment you made it fresh, or the day after when the bread is soggy, the tomato has done its part, everything is already looks ugly. But then you close your eyes and you eat it. And that imperfect bite the day after, cold, is almost better than the actual thing when it was freshly made. Sometimes this imperfection is the most beautiful moment you can have.
It's very Taoist. This is the nocilla con paté.
Okay. Esto is like what we say is aguarrada. But this will be the sandwiches I will do. Nocilla is this hazelnut spread that we grow up with in Spain. Nocilla is the super known brand. And in my house, we'll always have this pork pate. It was not even foie gras, it was a pork pate. Yeah. The brand was La Piara. I don't even know if they're in business. And you could do a sandwich only of that. But me, I love to do this kind of sweet and savory.
Yeah.
And I will put sometimes marmalade, and sometimes I will put anchovies. But this one of the chocolate with the pork pate was mythical. Nothing is strange. I mean, if you go Mexico, you have mole sauce, which is a chocolate sauce with meat. Can be with guajolote, with turkey. But in Spain, in Catalonia, also you'll add chocolate to some traditional chicken or pork stews.
Conejo, isn't there a rabbit with chocolate?
The rabbit you could. Yeah. So it's crazy until you think in other parts of the world they do it.
I agree.
So this sandwich of the pork pate is the type of sandwich I will go and I will grab whatever it is, and I always will make those very strange mixes. I love those flavors out, and I'll make very different ones all the time. I'm gonna drop my mic.
This is nuts. I've been dreading this bite because I said, how could this work? This is delicious, the foie gras.
And this usually you have it with churros. This is horchata de chufa. And I know in America we recognize the name horchata. Use it in a lot of Mexican places and can be made out of anything, especially nuts. But horchata in Spain is made with chufa. Chufa, I forgot the Latin name, but it's tiger nuts. You find them in Spain, you find them in different parts of Africa.
Yeah, they were eaten in ancient Egypt. They
yeah.
Recipe for tiger nut. Pharaohs would be buried with tiger nut cakes.
And they are like peanut-like, but they don't have a shell. They are in the root system. And then you clean them, and then you put them in water, and they kind of will get extra moisture. But then you will grind them with sugar, lemon, cinnamon, water. And this will be served close to 0 degrees Celsius temperature, almost freezing point. And they serve this in places where you find churros sometimes. But this is places that they only do horchata. And you go there and it's horchata. Yeah. And the place specializes in horchata.
This is one of the most wonderful drinks I've ever tasted. I've never had anything like this. We got it pre-made, to be clear.
It's super nice. It's been here already. This will usually come from a place that almost you can see ice crystals. So colder it is, the better. It's very milky-like, but has no milk. It's the milkiness. It's like if you were making the same with peanuts or you were making the same with coconuts. Actually, you could make very good one with peanuts.
I bet.
And you can make very good one with coconut. And I think one day this will become more popular in many more countries around the world.
Maybe after this. You ready to move on to course number 2?
I'm going to finish the migas.
Chef, for the second course of your final meal on Earth, we have the chule burger, the gazpacho con bogavante, the arroz cubana, and then a gin tonic. May I pour your gazpacho?
Hold on.
Okay.
Ferran, I'm here in the last meal. En la última cena. No me pasa nada. Pero esta gente, este loco de aquí.
Hola, señor, ¿cómo estás?
Y su equipo con ese acento español.
Lo siento para mi español.
Él ha recreado tu gazpacho de bogavante que yo pedí para mi última cena. Y mira qué bien luce, tío. Very impressed.
Gracias.
Hala, un beso, Ferran. Adiós, guapo. I can't believe it. You found the book, or you found the photo.
We tried to recreate it as closely as possible.
This is mind-blowing. The gin and tonic is almost like if I made it.
Yeah? Cheers. We tried to follow your recipe. Got a couple juniper berries floating.
You want to open a restaurant?
I'm in. Tell me about the gazpacho con bogavante.
So you saw the presentation was everything. The gazpacho is very good. But Ferran Adrià, this was one of the very iconic dishes Ferran did when he still was a youngster. We are going back to the 80s. In the 80s, this was the kind of dishes that Ferran was using. Traditional Catalan cooking, traditional regional Spanish cooking, and elevating it. And here was the way he began elevating dishes that were eaten by people in their homes or in humble restaurants, not only by the way of making the gazpacho very refined, but then adding sophisticated ingredients and expensive ingredients like bringing lobster as a garnish, doing these kind of garnishes with the onion stabbed with the legs of the claws of the lobster and using even the head and the brains. And you see, you did a great presentation. The gazpacho is delicious, served cold.
And this all started because when you were at Lantuy, Ferran Adrià, exhausted, would be sitting down at your bar eating gambas al ajillo, talking crap about the day. Do you remember any of the conversations back then and what you talked about?
He was not a man of many words. I was probably 16, 17. Ferran was 24, 25. And he was already managing his own kitchen in what became already a very challenging position because the restaurant had to start Michelin and he didn't have a big background.
Yeah.
It's only like, because he was a hard worker and the owner, a German, they believed that they wanted to have a restaurant in the middle of nowhere. They had a house, the grill place, barbecue place with a little golf. Over decades became one of the meccas of restaurants in the world.
El Bulli, one of the world's most famous restaurants, had a mini golf course.
Way before was El Bulli.
What? Is it still there? When El Bulli had won Best Restaurant in the World, 3 Michelin stars, was there a mini golf course that people, they got rid of it?
In the same place decades before, the same owners.
Oh, no, they should have kept it.
From golf to, I remember seeing the photos, to grilled chicken and grilled sausages.
So funny.
At the end, they said, we want to have also a sophisticated restaurant here. Mm-hmm. And it became El Bulli.
Please, dig into the chule burger. This is something that I've never had. This is one of your inventions.
Well, it's my friend Nicolas who runs Mercado Libre Spain. We have lines of this one. We have the 2 versions, the pressed one, but this is literally is a chuletón, is a ribeye that with all the fat and without trimming, we put it through the grinder. And it's the right mix. It's like, they tell me, what is the right mix of fat, meat?
Yeah.
Whatever the chuletón is the right mix.
I love that.
This is a damn good version.
Oh my God.
Nicolas, this goes for you. So Nicolas is the chef of Mercado. A very talented chef. He can be working in any other type of restaurant, a high-end. Mercado is like a town on its own. Is Spain itself. We have some of the dishes you show here, many of the best dishes of Spanish cooking. It's a very popular place. And it's a place I opened 300 meters away from the first place I docked as a Spanish sailor when I arrived on this tall ship.
Wow.
When I did the military service. And for me, just having this bigger place, the heart of Spain in the heart of New York, was personally very important because New York was the first city welcomed me as a sailor, but welcomed me when I came back as a cook to work in restaurants in New York. Wow.
This is so wonderful. I'm so glad you specified not the smash burger version. Big. 250 grams, medium cook on the beef. This is so wonderful. Also, very American. I would guess there's not a lot of burgers like this in Spain.
Oh, Spain is making good burgers right now.
Oh.
The thing is, the burger craze is every day. I mean, I think burger is a great thing. But if you put a higher cut of meat and you grind it, will be better than if you use a lesser quality of meat. And when people ask me the question, I just don't answer. Like, really? You're asking me the question? Because great ingredients will always create a better dish, period.
Do you think people overcomplicate cooking? In that way, you think people are thinking too much? They're in their own heads and don't.
Sometimes we look more for the 100-ingredient recipe versus finding the one ingredient. That's for me more and more when I travel. I travel less every day for the dish, even in some dishes worth traveling for, than I travel for the ingredient.
I think it was Bourdain who said, I have never tasted a dish better than an ingredient.
Yeah,
something that I remember him saying.
That's wise as wise Anthony has always been. I travel with him for the ingredients. He traveled with Eric Ripper for ingredients. It's nothing like a Hokkaido sea urchin, Hokkaido uni, eaten in the same boats where you grab, in the base where you grab the sea urchin, and right in the boat, open up and right there. When the sea urchin still has the seaweed that has just munched with his little mouth. And that's the moment you will eat before the gastrointestinal juices begins degrading the seaweed or whatever. And you eat the seaweed with the uni, it's just life-changing.
Yeah.
Those moments of purity is nothing like it. That's why we like honey so much, because it's the most pure of the ingredients you can imagine.
Yeah. It's also ancient. The thing that I think about with honey is literally its roots to a lot of ancient religious texts, right? And how much importance honey had to people thousands of years ago, that I think about having nothing in common with me, and then I put honey on my, peanut butter banana sandwich, and I think, oh, we're really all the same. We want the same things.
It's nothing like the wild strawberries I find in the St. James Way when I walk with my wife. Or the other day I found wild strawberries near the Golden Bridge Gate,
really?
In San Francisco.
To me, it's almost drawing a line between like naturalism and then manipulation of nature. Does it make you more likely to believe in God? The fact that all of this wonderful bounty was created and we can wander outside and find these mushrooms? Or does it make you believe in the power of humanity, that we figured out which mushrooms won't kill you and which ones you can grab and eat?
Really, not to believe in God is probably one of the most crazy things you can do. Because when you look around, it's like, how all this can happen but without a God? Now, I grew up Catholic, but other people grew up in other religions, and other people. What I don't believe is in people that say, I don't believe in religion. I'm like, God, call it religion or call it, it's something.
Yeah.
What it is, I don't know. Are the gremlins real? Probably not. But I would like to believe they existed once upon a time.
Sure.
So I do believe that there is obviously something out there.
Sure.
As much as our brain has power, we are only so small in this universe. We need to be given to those feelings go through us, the explanations through our religion.
Yeah.
Call it the Bible, call it the Quran, call it the scriptures, call it whatever.
Yeah.
Call it any religion you want. It's because humans, we need to give it the sense of. But to believe in God is not something difficult to believe, because when I look up there in the night sky and I'm like, man, who and what they were smoking and drinking when they created this? Because something had to be.
Yeah.
Or what it gets worse, maybe nobody created it, has been here all the time. But it's hard to understand that something has been eternal, because that means it never had a beginning. So everything gets more complicated. Yeah. That's the reason wine exists. And that's the reason we drink. Because sometimes if you keep asking yourself, is the only expansion you have left, is like, that's why God gave us alcohol. So we stop asking the questions.
The first recipe for beer was called the Ode to Ninkasi, and it was a prayer to the Sumerian goddess of the harvest. First ever recipe for beer. You can find it in a prayer.
Wow, look at that. Powerful.
All right, we got to eat the arroz a la cubana.
Okay, so much of my childhood. I don't know what I was doing when I sent you the list. My mom will be proud. This is the most Spanish dish that even serious gastronomers will not put in any list. If you ask, give me the Spanish dishes, this will not show up today.
I've never heard of this in my entire life.
But every household will serve this at least once or twice a week. I will have this at least twice a week in my house. And for my mom it was easy, because it was easy. Because in the old days she would make the tomato sauce until Solís was this brand that became very popular, everybody loved. And the rice, which was great, sometimes a little bit with the garlic, and the sausage or not, banana or not. But the main will be the eggs, the rice, and the tomato. Some bacon, some sausage, some banana could be easily. And this is arroz a la cubana. You find it in the little kind of bars in the gas stations. Yeah. That you'll have an owner that will make the menu of the day, and this will be one of the dishes.
Man, this is real home cooking.
And so you start eating. The eggs are very nicely fried. That's how my mom will make them.
A lot of olive oil in the pan.
I will start eating. Then I would like to eat a little bit of the egg yolk. Then a little bit of the tomato. Then a little bit of the rice. Then a little bit of the rice with the tomato. Then a little bit of the rice with the tomato and the egg yolk. All in one bite. And very often at the end, this is what we will do. But first then this. And then this was la gran guarrada, another one, you see? And then you'll mix everything. And then you will only eat. This version is amazing.
How could God not exist when arroz a la cubana does?
I mean, I'm telling you, man.
Chef, for the third course of your final meal, we have the bounty of the sea. We have...
Oh my God.
This is Hokkaido sea urchin, and then Santa Barbara sea urchin. We also have the oysters. These are kushis. We have the live scallops. We have the mignonette. We have a little bit of porcini a la plancha with manchego. We couldn't get Maryland blue crabs. We got Dungeness crabs, and don't tell anybody, but I think they're actually better. And then we have the almejas, and we couldn't find gooseneck barnacles fresh this time of the year, but we did get canned gooseneck barnacles.
You didn't call me. You were supposed to call me. I was having them from Alaska at Bottle Rock.
Really? No shit.
Some of the biggest gooseneck barnacles I've seen in my life.
We actually should have called you.
Yeah, thank you. But these ones are from Los Peperetes, probably. They're only guys that put them in a can. and this is amazing.
And then we also have, so we couldn't get the sketch wine. I've been told that there's not a single bottle in America right now.
Yeah, they're in the house.
They're in your house?
Yep.
Should have called you again. But what we actually did, so this is a different wine, but this one right here, this is from one of Raul Perez's proteges. Her name is Veronica Ortega. She works at El Bierzo, and this is a grape called Godeo that she has been making. And so we figured with the amount of wonderful mentors that you've had in your life, the amount of mentors that you've
That's great.
had in your life, we would get Veronica Ortega's wine. And then the wine importer who works with Northern Spain, so this is a Veronica Ortega wine, and then Terleguis is a gift from a wine importer from Northern Spain that found out that you would be drinking it and said he needed to give you this wonderful new school Chacalina. His name is Eduardo Bolaños, and he does great work. Shout out Eduardo.
Look at the artwork.
It's beautiful. We also have a note from Stephanie Mutz that we have not opened because it was addressed to you, but she did indeed catch this sea urchin. Shout out to Stephanie. And wanted to make sure that she hand delivered this to you. So I hope we're not invading her privacy if you read this aloud.
It's from her for sure. I love you. I love you, Stephanie. You're the best. She's amazing. What she's done on her team, and they go in season and they support the seasons of every product. She does a great job. Locally, sells obviously in the market, but to local restaurants.
She and I actually used to have booths next to each other at Smorgasburg when she was selling beautiful, freshly caught uni, and I was selling deep fried burritos.
I don't know why I ate so many things. I was supposed to hold myself for this. But I'm very happy you brought the heavier things at the beginning. Mm-hmm. Because lighter things should be served at the end.
You think so? Most places would go obviously light to heavy in a course progression.
No. Heavy should be at the beginning. Lighter should be served at the end. I love these scallops. It's as good as it gets.
We brushed it with just a little bit of white soy just to add a little bit of that cure, a little bit of that salt.
I'm sure in another life I was a seal. Because, or a mermaid.
A beautiful merman, I think.
No, I would like to be a mermaid.
Beautiful mermaid?
Yeah.
I don't mean to gender it.
The merman, they look so ugly. And they are mean. Remember, mythologically, mermen were very nice people.
Really? Oh my God.
Well, no, it's not like mermaids were.
Can you pass me one? I'm sorry if this is revenge.
No, it's revenge. It's right.
Makes sense.
I'm cleaning it. I'm cleaning it for you.
Please clean it.
Then we take out the legs. On paper, legs and body cook at different temperatures. You're supposed to be cooking these upside down, water barely covering. Legs first. After 4 minutes, you will cut them here and take them out.
Yeah.
And then leave the body cook another 3 minutes or 4, because the body will always need more time than the legs themselves.
Interesting.
Then this is all the brains and everything of the head.
Do you save that to mix with rice and
Baby. This is the only time we should be using the term "give me head." This is the moment, because this is the moment. Should not be using any other moment, but the moment.
Every time I've used the expression in my life, I've been referring to this, and I received something wildly different.
It happened to me. I was working in a restaurant, and I kept saying this. I was 23. You don't know every expression. Everybody was in the floor, laughing, and everybody, I keep telling them, "Give me the head." They keep laughing more, and I got so upset. And the only thing I wanted, we had a lobster special, and they keep forgetting putting the head in the plate in the lobster special. So I keep telling them, "Give me a head," and they keep laughing. I mean, they could tell me what it meant beyond the simplicity of my very honest words.
Sure. I'm sorry to bring up this trauma for you. That must have been very hard.
Well,
which is also what you may have said.
I mean, it didn't look good that I was screaming at them, and the entire restaurant could listen to me.
Was this an open kitchen? All the diners were listening to you yell, "Give me head."
Café Atlántico. So you see, the bodies are almost clean now. They have the different segments. I'm an expert cleaning these. Nobody cleans this better than I do. It's what I'm telling you. I tell you, it's important to know how to cook, but it's important to know how to eat too. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people don't know how to eat.
It's true.
And if you don't know how to eat, you cannot enjoy meals. And if you cannot enjoy meals, what is the purpose of life itself?
you only have a finite amount of meals if you calculate it, roughly 3 per day over,
Correct.
average of what, 76
I mean,
years?
the only reason we're in this world is just to eat and to shit. So if you're gonna be doing this, make sure you shit well, but even better, make sure that you eat well, so your shit is worth something.
You were never a mermaid, but you did live on a boat, the Juan Sebastian de Elcano.
Yeah, we mentioned briefly before.
Yeah, you got to travel the world as a young man, going to the Ivory Coast, to Rio de Janeiro, to the Caribbean. Do you think you learned more about the world or more about yourself during that time?
Both.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chef.
Both. Oh, you got the scissors. This is this looks more like a scissor hands than something, but I forgive you. Everything needs to be delicate, but they're nice. Look at, I'm actually enjoying them. They look at. So now, you can do one dish with this, and you can do another one with this. Like if I will do this, don't touch. We'll do this, and then we'll do this. You see, I'm a machine on this. My dream is one day I'll have a crab place where people will come and I will give you the crabs already clean. Obviously, I will charge you more, but it's be the only way. I enjoy cleaning crabs as much as I enjoy eating them. So this is done there. At this point,
Can I touch?
no.
No?
I have this over here. You know what? I'm gonna do with what your team did, which is something very un-Spanish, but very Maryland and very, very French, which is the batter. And then we're gonna, instead of the lemon, we're gonna put a touch of the vinegar with the onions that your team put together. And at this moment, you have the beautiful legs with the beautiful, and this is no ingredients, it's the purity of the crab itself with its juices, the brains, all into one with the perfectly cooked and clean legs. This is the way a Dungeness crab should be eaten. Anything else is a sacrilege. And should you move to another life, actually. This is the only way to enjoy seafood, with respect.
Yeah.
I am José Andrés, and I endorse this message.
By God, he's running. For what and where, unclear. But he's running. Do we enjoy this now? Would you like a bite?
I know what it tastes like.
You don't even need a bite. This is what I was talking about with loving to cook, not being divorced from the eating. It's the idea of producing as opposed to consuming. I think, frankly, one is a gift and the other is a burden.
The only problem with eating is that our body, as the perfect machine it is, transform everything we overeat into fat that our body stores in our. This is the problem with God. That God is too slow in the changes that He has to do for humans become a much more perfect species.
We got to try the porcinis with manchego. Or would you like any oysters? We have a lot of food to eat, man.
Oof.
Where's a fork?
Your portions are good. Oh my God. I don't think I want to go anywhere now.
Do you have a book event tonight? I think I'm going to it. Also,
Yeah.
didn't your book just get named New York Times bestseller?
I just got the email. I love to eat with my hands. It's the messiest thing ever, but you don't feel you're alive if you. I mean, did you ever see a bear eating a salmon with fork and knife?
I think once, but I think I was high.
So you are proving my point. I mean,
Fair point.
you are
I'll say, what the hell are these?
barnacles, gooseneck barnacles.
Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it.
I cannot believe you brought sea urchin from all the way from my favorite person. This is what Stephanie said. Cannot wait to see what you create with our bounties this time. Keep raising the bar. When she talks, keep raising the bar, it means she knows I love bars.
Yeah.
Drinking bars.
Raising hell at the bars.
Yeah. So yeah, for all of us, I hope to see you soon. Yeah, Stephanie, you will see me. Amazing sea urchin.
You ready to move on to dessert?
Oh my God, we still have dessert.
Just one more course. Chef Andres, for the final course of your final meal on planet Earth, we have the Mama Marisa blue cheese, just with some fresh apples. We have a rum sour. This is made with a Haitian rum. We have a cigar, and then we have the brandied apples. So this cigar, this has actually been selected by a group of chefs. We went to our local cigar shop in Sherman Oaks. This is
the chef edition from Davidoff.
Yeah?
Oh my God, the apples with the brandy. Now I understand.
The apples too.
I forgot I told you with brandy.
I've never had this dish before. Can I dish you up an apple?
Yeah, this looks delicious. Those are the Golden Delicious. Looks like the Golden Delicious.
I think they're Jonna Golds.
They are Jonna Golds?
Yeah.
Okay, because when you cook them, they look like Golden Delicious. They look very, obviously the color, the deep golden color, and the dots, like if they are like what was that thing? Like rap with this kind of comedy show was this happening in Northern Europe, in Sweden or in Norway. Langstrom, and this lady with the very long hair. You never watched. You're too
I didn't
young.
get a lot of Northern European.
You know what I'm
comedies.
talking about? The Langstrom. You never watched that shit?
No, I think you're lying to me. I think you're with me.
Nobody
This is
has
a real
ever
thing that
watched. I'm
existed?
so old. What was the name of this? Pipi in Spanish was
Pippi Longstockings?
Pipi Longstockings.
I know Pippi Longstockings.
Pipi calzas largas, Pipi largas. Pipi, I don't know why, but it reminds me of her face.
Yeah, very similar. The freckles.
Pipi.
Pippi. I didn't know that was a. Yeah, I know.
Calzas
fucking Pippi
largas.
Long-
What the heck?
Wait, en español está. ¿Qué es esto? Pipi.
Pipi calzas largas.
Calzas largas.
Long.
Sí, está bien.
Listen, these apples are almost to perfection. Only that my mom will cook them until they almost fall apart.
Oh, wow.
Super soft.
Yeah.
But this is great because even my mom will eat the cheese with these green apples. This is very traditional in Spain. All around Spain, especially in the north. Asturias, where I'm from, we had a lot of apples. Even the apples of Asturias were good for cider.
Yeah. Were they golden?
Not necessarily a lot, 100 something different apples.
Yeah.
Good for cider, not necessarily all good for eating.
You've described your mother as a complicated figure, one who you received a lot of love from, especially in terms of cooking. You said she also had a bit of this volatility that you think you got a little bit of. Do you think that drove you into the profession, into the lifestyle that you have? That kind of volatility, or no?
There are different things. We'll go through life inheriting the amazing things like our families gave us, sometimes by DNA, sometimes by just living life, not only family but friends, and we become the product of all of them. But we understand that life is complicated, and in my case, I usually wipe out kind of harder memories of the past, whatever those were.
Yeah. Do you think it's good to erase those memories from your brain?
If you can, yeah, but not everybody can.
Sure.
It's not like I erase them. It's only like I have them compartmentalized.
Sure, yeah. They're deep in the back recesses.
And at the end, there are moments that they are a very small percentage. But that small percentages and those moments can be a very big weight.
Yeah.
And that's life, and I think we all carry those weights.
I agree entirely. Let's talk about friends, because I want to talk about this rum sour right here. So there was a time when you were drinking a rum sour with Anthony Bourdain and Eric Rupert on Grand Cayman Island, and an earthquake broke out in Haiti. And you put down your rum sour and said, I need to fly over there, and I need to help people. What was that immediate calling for you?
Yeah, I didn't fly the day after, but obviously everything was put in motion in that moment. Usually will be this bar with the TVs outside. Usually we will be watching some of the NFL teams trying to make it to the Super Bowl. And that day, obviously, the TVs were there. And instead of watching the Super Bowl, we were watching horrific images of the earthquake.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the beginning. And we're still a very young organization. It's about to become 10-year anniversary of Maria, where Central Kitchen kind of grew up. And now we've been in every continent. We've been in many countries, unfortunately. When I show up somewhere, people began asking if I do a tweet, I'm here. People don't say welcome. They ask, what happened? Like, nothing, I'm here. I'm coming on vacation. I'm coming to enjoy your town.
I heard you were coming here and I got scared that there was a disaster in Burbank.
And this is a very good rum sour.
This is a very good rum sour. The Haitian rum agricole.
And this is a blue cheese I recognize.
The Mama Marisa blue cheese. This is made from your quesaria?
That one is already very mature.
Oh my God. I've never had a blue cheese like that. I feel like I'm used to some sort of like creamier blue in general, even like a Stilton or a Roquefort.
Yeah.
This is...
So this is Mama Marisa like. Probably we didn't have because we have very little production. But this will come probably from Valdeón. This is a blue cheese from the northern part of Spain, Asturias, León. It's the land of cows, sheep, and goats. A lot of mountains, a lot of grass. This one is overripe, but I like overmature and overripe.
It's very intense, and you seem like somebody who's spent a lot of their life chasing intensity in certain ways.
But actually, overmature and overripe brings the intensity of the blue down.
Really?
This is much more delicate than it was younger.
I want to ask you about how you're doing, because you seem like you don't accept compliments very well. You don't want to accept credit. You certainly don't want to be canonized in the way that I think you very much have been in a lot of ways. But there's something they talk about caregiver burnout, right? Somebody who gives so much of themselves, and you are simply still one man in one corpus, right? With one brain and one set of emotions to give. Do you have people in your life that can rein you in when you need to be reined in?
Yeah, and they try. And obviously my wife is there. My children are there. I mean, the last few years they've been very intense because probably, I've been handling more than I was supposed to handle maybe. But at the same time, you only live once. And if you live once, I mean, I hope that I have a very fulfilling life after I leave this dimension. But if not, I believe it's something else back there. I believe my cells and my atoms, and call it heaven or call it, I'm sure they'll be doing something somewhere. And it's true that if energy is not something that dissipates, but something that keeps moving forward, I'm sure my energy, our energy will move in one form or another into another being, human or not.
At the very least, you can be the soil that grows some beautiful porcinis.
I mean, I could be in the smoke of a cigar. I can be in the bubbles of a bottle of champagne. I mean, I can be in the jump of a whale out of the ocean. I can be in a comet crossing through the beautiful night sky. I mean, I could see myself in plenty of places. I see myself just becoming part of so many other things.
Yeah.
But said that, yeah, I mean, I'm 56 and it'll be time to relax. But I'm in a good shape, I think. I do from tennis to ping pong to pickleball to paddle to golf to ski to scuba diving. No more kite surfing. Even I'll do it again 1 or 2 times before I lose the stamina.
Yeah.
And life is full of beautiful moments and opportunities. So this is what keeps me going. Even sometimes it's true that I would love to look at my phone and have my agenda empty. But what I'm very happy is that my agenda is full of people I recognize and I call friends.
Yeah.
The issue, I think, by going to so many things, my WhatsApp is full of people that for me were very important in one moment or another because we've been in an emergency. And it's been even short terms, you create very important bonds that I cannot delete these people from my life. I should, but I can't because they were very important to me and I hope I was important to them, and if one day they need me, I want them to know I'm here. But then the list grows and that's when it becomes a little bit very heavy.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I will say, my wife probably will say, I barely have enough time for her. I don't give her the time maybe she needs. And probably my daughters will say exactly the same, that seems I give more time to others than I give to them in proportion of family versus people you just met. And chances are that they are right. And sometimes you don't know what to say. You can only say sorry, but sometimes the sorry is not enough. But I think it's not any different than what everybody else is going. Tell a mother in the front lines of Kherson, in Ukraine, that the simple thing of going to pick up the bread, she doesn't know if she's gonna come back. So when you think about all the hardships you go through, sometimes I began thinking on those people. And I'm like, nothing I'm going through equals what they're going through. And that doesn't mean that you don't give people the recognition that they may go through a hard time in their lives. You cannot tell them the people in Haiti are in worse situation than you. They don't care, so you need to be careful too.
Sure. I think one of the things I most respect about you is not just the billion meals served and not the people helped, but the pathos in which you live your life, the amount that you feel. I think you can draw a direct line on the amount of intensity that you feel about Mama Marisa Blue Cheese and the amount of intensity that you feel for people that are suffering. And I believe this very truly, that I think if everybody simply felt as much as you, I think we'd live in a much better world. And I really appreciate you sharing a lot of that with us. Jose, you ready to move on to the lightning round?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Who's the one person, dead or alive, you'd want to share your actual last meal with?
It'll be with my wife, Patricia.
What song do you want to be played at your funeral?
Anything by Dave Grohl or Chris Martin. Viva la Vida, I love. Dun, 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 dun. I love that song.
Who wins the World Cup this year?
Spain.
Spain. Got it. What's your biggest fear?
Becoming careless.
What's your greatest regret in life?
Not studying business earlier. Well, I never studied business. Not studying business. I wish I studied business when I was 21.
Finally, Chef, are you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
There's a long pause before that.
Yeah, it's happiness, I guess, is like the volume, has different volume, right?
Of course.
But I can only be thankful. I mean, I meet new people like you, even I knew what you guys were doing. I had a heck of a good meal, great wines, great people. I'm about to have a great cigar outside, so the marshals, fire marshals of Bourdain don't come behind us, rightfully so, because they're here to protect us. I have an amazing family, wife, daughters, friends, restaurants, team members.
Chef Andres, if you want to deliver your last words to that camera right there.
Just give your best every day, and everything else, it's okay. If you gave your best, that's okay. And if you didn't give your best because you didn't feel like it, that's okay too. Just give any part of yourself that you can to others, and that's enough.
And I truly, truly appreciate you giving all that you had today. This is a really special time for me, and I know the whole team, so thank you for your generosity with the world, with us, with everything. And also, you have a wonderfully beautiful book.
Spin my way. I did it my way.
We're going to get sued by the estate of
No, because I put my own lyrics.
Yeah, but truly, man, this is a wonderful book. Anything you can do to support Chef Andres is a wonderful effort, and this is beautiful, man. Thank you again for joining me.
Hey.
So we got to go light these bad boys. We all got to eat, and we know you're dying to get your hands on a last meal's apron and pin. Get yours now at mythical.com.